Hello everyone, and welcome to our amazing live stream. This is our news desk.
Yeah, check it out. It's pretty fancy.
I think
we could be on Channel 5.
We could be on our Channel 5. Maybe not like a respectable city, but I feel like we're pretty nice built here right now. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
Panama City Beach. They wouldn't accept us.
Are you sure?
We're too fancy.
That chair is ruining it.
Right? Jesus.
I see people already love the desk.
I need to have a way so I can look at notes and chat at the same time. I feel like they had that sort of feature on iPads, but it never went to iPhones.
My iPad's at the house.
Sad. Let's see.
It's too bad we don't have some crazy way to keep the HDMI selector set to 2, right?
Uh-huh.
And then put your PC on the TV's input 1. Yeah, by gesturing, nothing else. Listen here, Bob. Better tell them all about them Nintendos.
Okay.
These kids need to hear about that Splatoon. How hot are the octopi?
It needs to be highly quantifiable. I won't just won't know.
Gustavo, I highly recommend you just tweet at Eric. Just keep tweeting at him. Just tweet at him nonstop. If you're disappointed he's not here, blow up his Twitter.
Right?
You
He's the one not up at midnight, not ready to do this.
I saw him like a tweet.
Oh.
Retweet a tweet like 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago. The king's throne in the peasant. Yup. So I should notify the at-stream notification people.
Sure.
So here we go. Stream.
Good. More have noticed the news desk and its exquisite nature.
It's so fucking good. It's the best. I didn't realize we bought a news desk when we bought that chair.
Right?
We should buy a second chair. Then we'll have 2 news desks.
Oh man, then we could have like a solid wall.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious. It would just say news desk twice. Why change what's already working? That's all I'm saying.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But yeah, you do bring up the good point of how the hell are we gonna look at chat and the notes?
I figured we just consult chat after we do a new section and see if they had anything to say.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we can't be on top of chat as
or
much as...
I could manage chat, since I'm pretty good at that.
Okay.
And you can manage notes.
Okay, maybe that'll work.
Because my notes are pretty objective fact for the most part, up until a certain announcement near the end. And then they get a little offbeat, but that's okay. How are you guys doing tonight? How are you doing tonight?
I'm okay. I'm pretty tired, but you know, that's fine.
That's usual.
It's great. I'm ready for recording a podcast after this.
So 2 podcasts.
Yes.
In a single night.
Yes.
Yes.
Exciting.
The funny thing is people like, we should support Gigaboots, right?
Uh-huh.
So that way they can do more videos. And at some point it stopped being that and started being, we need to support Gigaboots enough where they can quit their jobs or they're gonna die from their level of output.
See, just work on the desk. Look at this thing. Look at it.
That's our cause of death?
No, that got us a desk.
Oh yeah, no, that's where all the money went.
Yeah, all of it.
Clearly. One moment, I gotta adjust my neck pillow.
I too have a neck pillow. You just can't see it.
Just so we're clear, because this is the first fucking stream. just so we're clear, because this is the first stream we've done with this chair. I told Bob, I'm like, Bob, we can order another chair for you. We can do that right now. And Bob's like, my chair is fine. I'm like, Bob, they're gonna roast me to death on the first stream we do with this fucking chair.
Yes, it'll be hilarious.
See, he set me up. You bastard, setting me up with this nice chair. When am I gonna get some good friends? Gigaboots needs to make more money so they can fly me in for videos. Fox, if you come down here, we're just gonna talk about Ryuhei Kitamura films. Right? And then our fans are gonna be like, what the fuck is this? This isn't even Aerobiz.
This is somehow less appealing than Aerobiz.
That's a thought.
Right?
Oh, hey, I can turn on the fan. I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Okay, yeah, then we can get into this, right?
We can dive right in. I don't hear anyone blowing up Eric's Twitter.
Right? We don't see him texting us like crazy or anything.
Equal opportunity seating for Bob. Get Bob a chair. Or get Bob a chair. Get a chair, Bob, come on. Okay.
Alright, so I guess we should start with the 3DS section, because that was the what they led the whole thing off with.
That's unfortunate.
It is, but they want to get it out of the way, you know. And they actually
they should probably get the 3DS entirely out of the way.
They should just stop making games for this. They actually,
welcome to Gamer News for Gamers, live on Gigaboots.
But they started with WarioWare Gold, which apparently has a ton of old games and new stuff and new everything. I'm super excited for it, but I wish we were on the Switch. That's all I can say.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be like every fucking thing.
I'm gonna buy it. Like, I just have to.
Yeah, it's like 300 minigames. There were like over 300 minigames, and I'm like, holy shit!
I mean, I was having a lot of fun just with that stupid Toho knockoff of WarioWare, which is on Steam. There's a free demo.
Yeah, there's a Toho WarioWare on Steam, and there's a demo. And what was the estimated date? It was like eventually.
It was like, please dream warmly or something.
Yeah.
It was, wow, that's like, not a game at all. So guys, that looks really cool.
You guys could just swap chairs, then Dan doesn't have to worry about his chair.
But Dan's got the purple one. It did feel weird. Like, he clearly bought it for himself.
Bob's got that toxic masculinity that prevents him from living in comfort. I've shed my skin, my toxic masculinity skin. And I'm like, purple? Fuck yeah. Gustavo says, oh, Dan, I did tweet it. I didn't hear my phone go off. Keep tweeting.
We are responsible site runners.
We are the most respectable brand. I mean, just look at our desk, right? Our real fucking desk. I gotta know. It's a weird thing to say, but I feel like having a wireless controller to do the music for this, maybe the best thing to come out of this purchase. Because every time I hit like right and Mega Man like climbs up a ladder or climbs down a ladder or does something because it's registering up or down,
that controller is
it has
really
the diagonals problem.
Yeah. Alright, the next game.
Laser Kid said, oh god, toxic masculinity, beware dem microaggressions. There are over 300. Over 300 microaggressions. Oh, WarioWare can't even stop smiling. That's his name, right? WarioWare?
Yes.
I don't play video games.
Who even is this WarioWare? But they got all the
WarioWare? I don't know. You saw him last.
Thank you. Somebody had to say it.
I like quasi-cribbed Bob's terrible joke.
Hey, I just crib it from freaking.
I know, there's so many.
Mystery Science Theater all the time.
Oh, I thought it was a C-Lab.
No, that was definitely Mystery Science Theater first.
God, that's right. That's such a Tom Servo joke, isn't it? Yes. No, fucking Bill Corbett. God.
And then Crow just repeats it when Mike shows up. But
wait. So. Wait. Did we just? Never mind. I'm not even.
August 3rd is when that WarioWare game comes out, so that's pretty hype.
I'm pretty hyped for that. Because of the 3DS having motion control and the touchscreen and normal buttons, it can like do all of them.
Right, it has a lot of interfaces.
Whereas the Switch, if it was docked, it couldn't do like touch. It could do motion.
Right, you'd have to do like two separate.
It couldn't do
modes.
mic stuff.
Oh man, does it not have a mic? Huh.
No, that's why you need to buy your Splatoon splitter. Tosh, did you ever get that?
What?
The Splatoon 2 headset thing? She doesn't even know what I'm talking about. Oh my God. They made a Splatoon 2 product my girlfriend hasn't heard about.
Are you talking about the one that looks like one of the in-game items?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's like...
I don't like the style of the heads. It's the one...
I just like the splitter part because it's purple squid, right?
It looks kind of like a phone, or like the cell phones they use in the game where it's squid tipped.
Yeah.
And it's
got that tip.
Wait, are you talking about... What are you talking about?
We're talking about a thing. You seemingly don't know about this thing, so we'll move on.
All right.
I have inspired her to look up more Splatoon shit to buy. I am a terrible influence. No, we're talking about a headset adapter for the Switch. So you can use it for online, whatever.
We need to move on.
That's important.
Dillon's Dead Heat Breakers.
Dillon's.
Did anyone play the original?
They made a sequel to that 3DS almost launch title.
It was in the
like
first
a whole year
after I saw it.
Yeah.
It was late. Like it wasn't launchy.
Okay, it was in the first year.
I thought it was like
I thought it was in the first year.
And it was eShop only.
Whatever.
But yeah,
it's an eShop game. I saw it and I was excited, but then they were like, "It's a cheap downloadable game," and I'm like, "Oh."
And now they're apparently turning it into a
another
tower defense game.
I mean, that's the weird thing. It's like a hybrid action tower defense because they showed boss scenes where you're doing like crazy chase down events.
Right, they showed like 3 different game modes where like one was like a overhead brawler, it seemed like, and then it went to that weird mode you were talking about.
Yeah, because Dillon's thing is that he's like an armadillo, and he can do a spin dash sort of like Sonic seems to be the thing. They have their own word for it. They don't call it spin dash. That would be too on the nose.
It's just
Luigi uses his Poltergust to use his blowjob. Get out of here, ghost! Nintendo's watching this video and they're like, should we flag this to take it down? Take it down.
There's also
Is this an ActRaiser stream? Yes. Can we see it? No. I'll just play ActRaiser.
Your Mii turns into an animal when you use him, and apparently your Mii is a main character.
You can import your Miis as personas in Dillon's game.
Yeah,
the new one.
I liked how some of them actually looked kind of neat, and then the main that they kept showing was just like the Mii with a dog nose,
Mii with like a fox nose.
It looked so bad.
It was like straight up. What if we cut off Star Fox's nose and put it on your Mii? Are you into that? And I feel like a huge portion of the internet.
Probably.
Yeah.
And that comes out in May. There's a demo that May 10th or something. Then
I'm excited to try out the demo.
Yeah, I want to see what they're going to do with it because it seems like such a weird hodgepodge of game modes.
Yeah, and I don't know. Games like that can be really cool. ActRaiser is a game that mixes very different genres, and it comes out really great.
Right.
I think the crux of it, like the way to do that really well, is you don't make either mode super deep.
Yeah.
Because ActRaiser is a very solid action game because it doesn't have a shitload of mechanics. ActRaiser 2 is a terrible action game because it has a shitload of mechanics.
I mean, and they're all bad mechanics. That doesn't help it.
Well, the more ideas you let yourself put into a thing, the more likely you just put a bunch of bad ideas in the thing. I'm gonna do that.
Then they moved on to Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. They're porting over to the 3DS in 2019. 2019. I guess it was the last port this year. I think that was the end of last year, actually. So it would make sense if they got another port out this year.
But yeah, it's quite strange because I hear from people it's like one of the best ones. Like some say it's the best one.
Yeah.
I didn't realize for the longest time the Mario and Luigi RPG series was made by the original director of Super Mario RPG.
Yeah, that's crazy. That makes me actually want to play those games.
Yeah, because I mean, every time I looked at them, they looked fine, but the art style was weird. Like, I don't find the art style appealing, but I understand why it's there. Like, it's very expressive.
Yeah, I'm like, it didn't bug me as much as... Like, I never got into the Paper Mario art style back in the GameCube days. I think like it started looking better when they got to like the Wii and whatnot.
Bob was really, like, if you think he's into toxic masculinity now, wouldn't buy a GameCube because it was purple. He used the F-bomb like 3 times to describe Wind Waker and 17 to describe Sunshine.
Jeez.
Bob was a monster when he was 14? 14.
I actually really like Wind Waker. Windberg!
Is that a Futurama character?
Yeah, right. Then Detective Pikachu, they showed it, and then Amiibo. March 23rd launch date. But really, there was nothing new there. We knew all that stuff. Then we just saw a little bit more gameplay footage.
So I'm getting some feedback from the chat here. Gustavo Barrios says, Bowser's Inside Story is amazing. Laser Kid says Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga is amazing, which I've also heard.
Right, that's the first one. That's the one they already did, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Which, if they ported it to the Switch instead of 3DS, I would have probably bought it.
Gustavo says, for once, they did not forget that Bowser could do magic. Yeah, they really don't want to acknowledge that too often. They're like, just have Kamek do it. He'll just swoop in on his fucking broomstick.
Look, we need Kamek to do something.
And then jack off in the corner. Hey, Mario, watch. Mario's like, I hate coming to this castle. Hashtag Mario 2.
Yeah, okay.
Doki Doki. Doki Doki microaggressions. So now then.
Anything you want to say about Detective Pikachu?
Detective Pikachu. Not really. You kind of see my notes there. It just says Detective Pikachu, the date, and then that they're having an extra large amiibo that's twice the size of normal Pikachu.
Right, and like I said, all that stuff they've said before. So it was like, why are you even saying this? I guess it launches in a week or two.
I guess I'm glad that there's a dub, because without the dub, it's completely worthless to me.
Yeah, it'd be really weird if they didn't dub that.
I do wonder if I'm gonna buy it. The novelty's there, you know?
The Pikachu amiibo, honestly, has more novelty to me, I feel, just because the thought of having a gigantic amiibo is hilarious.
Yeah.
But it's probably too big to actually be sensical.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Right.
What else?
Luigi's Mansion remake. For the 3DS. And you wrote, loses hideous CGI aesthetic from the original. Dan's leaving.
I can't quite disappear into the background.
Right.
There's not enough background to disappear into, otherwise I could. Yeah, if you recall, a lot of people don't know this, but Luigi's Mansion was a launch title for the GameCube. It was there at launch because nothing else was.
Right, it had to be there.
Smash came out a month later, 2 months later, one of those two.
When people complain about the Switch launch, I just like look back at that and like, ugh, get me out.
And that game was on the cutting edge of using a lot of polygons, using a lot of shaders, and having high-res textures. And let me tell you, if you think Smash has a weird Uncanny Valley problem, Smash Melee, where they put weirdly hyper-realistic textures on things,
right,
and it sort of maybe doesn't have an art direction because of that, whew! Luigi's Mansion is like early pre-Pixar Toy Story sort of like Uncanny Valley with some of the animations and stuff. It's interesting.
Yeah,
and by stripping that, by coming to the 3DS, I feel like you've removed the only thing worth revisiting. Because it is actually, like, I don't even have to go back and look at footage of the original Luigi's Mansion. I just remember it well enough from looking at it years ago. This new game looks much worse.
Yeah, no, I could tell that immediately.
Drastically worse.
Did that game have a setup where you kind of just explored the whole mansion at once? Like, okay, that's a lot more interesting than
the fucking second one.
Yeah, where it just felt like just mini stages.
Luigi's Mansion 2, the only game I literally was set out to review and then didn't because it was so boring. Hey Dan, write a good review about this. Yeah, that'll be easy. Oh man, my review's just like 2 words. It sucks.
All right, and then they got out of the 3DS. They're like, okay, put aside that weak 3DS side.
Time to put aside our weak prior portable.
And then we started talking about Switch games. They talked about
Gustavo Varia says, Gigaboys, I dare you to slap a Nintendo Labo logo on your news desk.
Oh no, we need that.
We need to remember to do that, dude. Nintendo Labo. That'd be good. That'd be good.
All right. So for Kirby Star Allies, which launches literally in a week.
Yes.
They announced Dream Friends. Yeah, Dream Friends, which are Kirby's arch nemesis that you can now be friends with.
Yes.
Play multiplayer.
Yes, so you get marks, you get Bandana DDD. Wait, no, Bandana. Why did I say that?
Right.
Bandana Waddle Dee. You get DDD.
And you get Meta Knight. And wasn't
And
Marks in that because the first set comes with the game, and then like a week later the Nether set comes out.
Yeah, I think Marks is the coming later, and I don't know. It's just so weird.
Yeah, it's weird. And they made it sound like it was just in a certain mode, like you didn't get to play as those characters.
The way they phrased it was dream friends. They can be your dream friends.
Yeah, what does
And I'm not sure. Like, I think that's just their way of being like, these are premium friends you can have, unlike. Sorry, I was distracted by the fact that the
Geospark?
The SD2 SNES, yeah, Geospark. Unlike Geospark. The SD2 SNES wallpaper is made by Claptra. So I almost said, your normal friends, like Claptrap. Because Claptrap jokes in 2018.
He's coming back, Dan. Just you wait. I bet at E3 it's gonna be all Claptrap.
They can't write for shit. Of course.
Yeah, no. That's...
Border Worlds is gonna be an hour-long trailer of Claptrap not shutting the fuck up. And then they're gonna be like, we can't port it to the Switch. And then Iron Galaxy's like, we could port it to the Switch. Dave Lane, that port of Borderlands 2 doesn't count as a game.
It's somehow worse than your Batman port.
Figure that out. It's the only the only game that is technically a port of a game that's like high Metacritic from last gen that's definitely showing up in our worst games of last gen list.
Yes.
Because the port is that goddamn miserable. I mean, it gets down to 7 frames.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And it looks like dog shit while doing it.
All right.
Just as Zach Z says, Claptrap for Smash 5.
Spoilers. Then they talked about Okami HD and how they're porting that, and they just gave a vague day of summer 2018, and I was like, oh god, I already bought that on PS4. I'm gonna have to buy that again.
Bob.
I'm upset because I don't even know if I like that game yet. I haven't had a chance to play it.
Well, you should just buy it and not check.
Right? And it has the cool motion features to actually paint with the brush, or you can use the touchpad. Yeah. No, it's like...
It seems like the definitive version.
Right, and it probably runs fine. It doesn't do 4K, though. The other version do 4K.
We don't have a 4K screen.
I know.
But you do have a PS4,
it's PS4
that
Pro.
now supports super sample anti-aliasing.
That's true.
Then the new update for the PlayStation 4 OS came out, and it supports downscaling your 4K rendered to 1080p properly, so that way you get a nice anti-aliasing. And honestly, that is a killer feature. I use it on my PC sometimes. Whenever I play anything that isn't Overwatch. I never use that feature. That's what I'm saying.
Right. So yeah, then we also got some neat tweets from Kamiya actually like playing it. It's like, oh, that's cool.
And it's like a frame shot where he's got like the Switch here, and he's like looking at the perspective. And he's wearing a Diesel beanie.
Right. Which, if anyone doesn't get that, Diesel was a...
That you didn't watch the entirety of our Devil May Cry 2 Let's Play, and we're very hurt.
This is probably a total, like, just random coincidence, but I want to believe it's not.
Oh, no, there's no way.
But, yeah, Diesel had a sponsorship in Devil May Cry 2, and you unlock Diesel closing.
And there are rumors, for those who don't know, of Kamiya being involved with the new Devil May Cry.
Right. So, we'll see. Then they talked about Sushi Striker, the way of Sushido.
Yes, the way of Sushido, yeah.
This was originally announced back at E3 for the 3DS only.
Yes, and I was upset.
The game is still not out, and it will be on Switch and 3DS at the same time now.
Yes.
So, okay.
I'm glad.
Yeah, it comes out in June.
You know, Bob, I just got onto our fan base for not watching the entirety of the Devil May Cry 2 Let's Play.
Yeah.
Part 6 isn't out.
What?
I don't know. Don't ask me. You think I'm in charge of my body?
I honestly thought part 5 was the last part. I didn't even watch to the end to double check.
I mean, that's fair. That game felt short.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like Cliff Notes.
Yeah.
It did not read as a story.
Well, we're just on the oil tanker. Does that not make sense to you?
By oil tanker, I mean in the CEO's brain.
All right. Then they talk about Octopath Traveler.
Just as Zach Z brags, I watched them all. Because he made the thumbnails and I had to give it to him so that way he could edit it out.
That's true.
Just as XZ flaunting his privilege.
Yes.
We got a super chat created by the Coast. $20 said, my first ever super chat thing to you guys, -cat. Hi, Cat. Thank you for the super chat. I wonder if it's that cat.
No way.
I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know if she watches. I know. No? You don't think so? We're making bets. We have a graphic designer friend named Kat. She did the logo for the series that still hasn't launched.
Still.
I was gonna make it last Sunday, but then what did we do instead? We did something like all day Sunday. Sunday was a busy day. I don't know. It was supposed to be for that.
Oh yeah, you guys are gonna have dinner with your parents till like super late.
God fucking.
Yeah.
I don't know how dinner with your parents goes for you motherfuckers. But dinner for my parents is a hostage situation. Every time I'm like, I need to call the fucking police. Get them to get us out of here. These people have guns.
I'm surprised the Chinese people that run this restaurant haven't just kicked us out.
Yeah, I've had every time I have that thought.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm surprised the waiter isn't just punching us in the back of the head by now. But thank you for your super chat.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
We aparishimasa it. Also, created by the coast says, it is me! So, it is Cat Tosh. So there you go. You know, this Labo desk was a great investment.
Great investment.
How much was it again?
It wasn't much. I mean, it came with the software, so really.
Really, you're looking at the software cost us $140. The desk was like free.
Right. They showed 2 new characters for Octopath. They showed you can combine jobs, so each character can have like dual class basically.
Yeah, I was noticing that.
I love you too, cat.
But yeah, is that a new feature they announced? I wrote it down assuming such?
Yes, that is the first time they talked about that.
Okay, I haven't really kept up with Octopath. It looks real cool.
But yeah, I'm excited. And then the gimmick with Octopath is each character has their own like special ability they can use in the field. Mm-hmm. So
these abilities are absurd.
Yeah, one of them lets them purchase special items from characters.
Okay, so White Privilege Girl has the special power of buying things from people who aren't selling them in the first place.
Yes. She's a merchant, Dan,
She Tarantinos. She walks up to a person, she's like, oh, that's real nice. That's nice. Can I have that? How much do you want for that? They're just like, it's not for, go away, please. Please just go away.
And I like the other guy, the apothecary, who has the amazing ability to actually listen to what NPCs are saying. Be perceptive at all. It's like, oh, she's 24 years old and has a problem.
I'm gonna write this down in my journal. Her name's Sue. God, I'm brilliant. I'm gonna boot up some Chrono Trigger music. What do we?
Okay.
I think we're doing. Is it this one? Yeah, there we go.
That's some good Chrono music.
That's redundant. Good Chrono Trigger music.
And they also announced a special edition, which I'm hyped for. They seems like.
I think she bought the clothes off a guy's back.
Yes,
She's Tarantino. She's Femme Tarantino. Which is fine, I guess.
So it has a coin, it has the diorama, it has lots of cool stuff.
Yeah, that special edition. The weird thing was they were like, and it comes out the same day as the game.
Right. They always say that. Like, there's always some weird suspicion that it won't. I think that the EA has put the onus on, no, it launches earlier.
Oh. See, I always think the reverse, Bob, of like, it comes out later. Because when you brag that it comes out the same day as the game, that's not a feature, right?
Right.
So I think of them, they're boasting. Because you always have to be boasting.
Right,
always be boasting. Yeah, I just always take it as, don't worry, it didn't take us long to cram this shit in a box.
And then they talked about and showed the new No More Heroes game, Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes, which is still covered for 2018. Has some weird thing where you go between 7 different games in the game.
Yes, well, so the game is Travis invading 7 games.
Right.
And he's defeating bugs in them.
And fighting.
He's killing bugs and final bosses. One of those final bosses looked really familiar, like the skull with the weird cage head.
Oh, yeah?
And I was like, is this just reminding me of a Persona?
Probably. But That game looks really weird. Like, I can see why you said this isn't No More Heroes 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like clearly a very different style. It has a more like pulled out perspective, and
it's
seems
sort of
like
arcadey.
Yeah, it's much more arcade.
Arcade action, like
you can
top
do a
down.
two-player too.
Which I'm pretty hype about.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Danny Richardson gave us $5 super chat. Said, "Add some color to the news desk. Here's $5 for some Sharpies."
I don't have any.
Well, yeah, that's why he gave us money for next time.
Oh.
He doesn't even do it now. He's like $5 and making demands of us in the middle of the stream. Take your fucking shirt off. Wait, that's normal. That's what people do all the time.
Right?
What the fuck am I talking about? And the Notewise is here, rich shaming. He says, "Look at you, rich people with your fancy pants super chats." Created by the Coast. Incredibly thrilled to have fancy pants.
Okay, fair.
And asks, "Is Cup of Noodles your sponsor?" Look, our podcast starts with searching for the finest ingredients. And what fits the cardboard aesthetic better than cup noodles?
Veggie. With veggie.
Yes.
I think those are too fancy. We need regular cup noodles.
Bob, continue summarizing the news.
All right. They also announced Dark Souls. Well, no, they announced that earlier. Really, they announced the Dark Souls amiibo, which is kind of crazy. It's that guy who does the Praise the Sun gesture. Solus or something? I don't remember his name. They're gonna have a network test before the game comes out, so it's basically just a beta. They didn't announce exactly when that was gonna be, but it's before the game comes out, which is May 25th. So yeah, Dark Souls on the Switch.
I couldn't find.
Yeah, no, Dan, we don't have any of that Garbo stuff.
Is that? Let me just see how that looks. Let me get over here.
This is important.
It's a Bob. It's very important.
Okay.
So important. People come for the aesthetic. Why else would they ask us to take off our shirts? And there we go.
All right.
It's beautiful.
So what do you think about Dark Souls, Dan? Are you excited to play Dark Souls?
It was weird seeing Dark Souls run at 60 on a Switch.
That's weird because they announced that it wouldn't.
Yeah, that looked 60. Were they just using footage from another version, or
maybe because they said it was gonna be 30 on the Switch? So
yeah.
So
see, that's what I remember too.
Right?
I don't know. Who knows? I don't understand it. But no, I don't give a shit about Dark Souls, Bob.
Okay. Moving on. Then.
The guy who does isn't here.
Yeah. I think it's the fact they're doing amiibo is always neat. I like seeing them get out and do amiibos for other things, not just Nintendo properties. Then we had a huge section on Mario Tennis Aces, which is the real name of that thing.
If you have a Super NES song you would like to request, feel free to super chat $5 and request it.
I'm enjoying this song, so I'm good.
Right.
I could park this here for the entire rest of the... We're talking about Mario Tennis Aces, though, right?
Yes. Comes out June 22nd. We got a date. They showed off a lot of new characters like Chain Chomp.
You're right.
Which is the best.
Legally, that is spring.
Yes. It's also a few days before E3.
That is just
That's all that
barely
matters.
in summer.
That's all that matters.
You didn't even fucking do it.
It's a few days before E3.
You
or
didn't
after.
even fucking
I'm not sure.
You didn't even fucking... It's fine. Also, yeah, I'll look up if it's before E3.
So yeah, they also showed lots of crazy different shot types, aimable slow motion super shots.
Yeah, because you have a power bar in this one.
Yeah.
In the power bar, you can either use to attack aggressively or defend degressively. So you can slow down time to catch up to the ball, or you can use a power shot, or what is it called? Zone shots.
Zone shots.
To just knock it the fuck out.
Right.
The cool thing is you can actually destroy the enemy's racket if they don't use perfect parrying type timing.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
It seemed like there were lots of really neat things with that, and then they announced there's also a mode to just not have any of that.
Yeah,
like, good.
Yeah,
they can do both. Like if all these cool mechanics just end up being bad somehow.
I have to buy this game now. Not even like put aside whether or not I'm interested. If I don't buy this game, I'm just full of shit. Because I've been like, I wish they would have these interesting mechanics and put in a real story mode, and then they did both to such an extreme I never expected.
Right?
Like bosses?
Yeah, they showed the story mode and how it had just crazy mechanics behind it.
And levels, and yeah, and I'm just like...
This one, they're also doing a pre-launch beta test thing, they announced. No date on that either. What else was there in that?
Time circuits track from Chrono Trigger.
Oh yeah, motion controls.
Okay, so we actually got 2 requests.
Oh no.
Time circuits is maybe not the name of that song, so I'm gonna have trouble finding it. Let's see. I'm gonna do Corridors of Time.
Is this what you wanted?
Yeah, if you can actually look up the name or give me a better idea of which song it is specifically, I'll change that. We got one from a Chubsterish. That was that, and it was in Sekkel Krones.
Okay.
Swedish krone. I believe that was correct. In any case, Spaceman Spiff gave us $5 and said, play the Sinistral Battle theme from Lufia 2. Also, please remove your shirt.
Think you started a dangerous game, Dan.
I didn't start shit. They started it. Created by the Coast is very, very much insisting we do that, though. You hear that? She wants to see me shirtless.
That's cat.
She don't fucking care.
They also have a motion control mode for the Mario Tennis game, which sounds neat. Like, if they can make that as simple and fun as Mario Tennis on Wii Sports.
They did
not Mario Tennis. Wii Sports Tennis.
Yeah, Wii Sports. Yeah. You know what they called Wii Sports Tennis? Wii Sports. But yeah, no, it was great because you heard this really nice, like, we're also adding a new mode. But I sound a bit too edgy. Like, imagine even softer and nicer of a voice. And he's like, for you filthy casuals, there's this. And I was like, cool. Sometimes I want to be a filthy casual and enjoy swinging remote and be like, I'm in the video game. Sometimes I want that. I don't know. I enjoyed Wii Tennis.
Yeah, Wii Tennis was...
Which is a game.
Wii Sports Tennis was pretty fun.
I enjoy Wii Hot Shots Tennis.
There's also Captain Toad. They're porting it over to the Switch.
I'm glad.
Was inevitable.
Because we were like, why the hell aren't they doing this?
It is also to the 3DS, which is weird. Like, yeah. I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
I'm sure they had to put a lot of work into downgrading that.
Were doing... No, I think they were doing that one first.
Probably.
Knowing how this went...
Right, where it just, like, took off way bigger than they expected.
Yeah, I think this is another DS situation, where they were, like, ready to not fully invest. Because if you recall, the DS kind of had bad software. It was one of the
3 pillars.
Yeah, it was one of the 3 pillars. But yeah, whereas this, it was like, well, we can just port up these games for the Wii U. And then once there was a little bit more hype, they're like, well, we can also just make some of these games exclusive. Like, for sure. And then when it started selling like Game Busters, they're like, get everything on the Wii U over there. What are you doing?
Right, and it has Mario Odyssey levels now.
I am gonna have to fucking take notes. That's how many.
Yeah,
we have a third one. One sec. Okay. We have what now?
It has Mario Odyssey levels they added to it.
That's pretty good.
It is.
New Donk City.
Yeah,
also, they had the area with the really cool, what was it, jazz guitar? Like the Beach Boys sounding like...
Oh, the Steam Forest thing?
The God Hand,
Did they show that?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice. It was going by too quick.
Yeah. It's good.
Man,
It was the grass pattern. It's weird to be like, that grass was from that level in Odyssey, but...
Right.
I got everything in that level in Odyssey.
And they also announced a 2-player mode, where the second person joins in and cheats.
And just cheats.
That's something.
A little bit.
So yeah, I like Captain Toad, but for me it wasn't enough to spend the $40 on it. Hopefully they don't launch a 60 or anything crazy. If they launch a 40 again, I'll consider it.
Yeah, I mean, 40 seems like a really good price for that game. I don't think they'll do 60. That would be really depressing.
Yeah. Let's see. Every time I flip my phone, it like moves the cursor because it's
just swipe up and lock your orientation so it doesn't flip.
Yeah, that's true. Oh no. Swiping up is just like, I'm in the keyboard now.
Hold longer at the bottom of your screen. Like this. Like this.
There it is. It still hit a button.
Yeah. Well, you did it wrong, so I'm sorry.
All right.
Bob just got his phone.
3 years ago.
Look, I can usually do that action. It's just when there's keyboard up, it's really hard. All right, let's see.
What gets you hard now? Bob's like, oh no.
They actually they moved on to announcing Undertale. They didn't have a date or anything. They just like, hey, Undertale's coming. It's like, okay, that's cool.
And they had a gag video.
Right.
It was that good old stand-up routine of Sans and not Sans.
Right. And other guy.
And Jack Skellington.
Then they announced Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy coming to Switch in July. And all you wrote is, I don't even. Which, yeah.
I don't even.
I heard that rumor going around, so I kind of saw it coming, but it was still like, it's still weird to see. Like, you'd think Sony would have a stronger grip on that. Maybe they just have a strong enough grip to be like, no, it's not coming to Xbox.
Yeah, I think that's all they care about. Like,
Right.
It kind of makes sense that Sony would be like, yeah, whatever, the Switch. We'll get some more money. Don't care.
Yeah,
Southeast Asia theme from Aerobiz. We have a lot of, yeah.
Jesus, I don't know if we're even gonna have time to go between all these songs now. We need to end this.
You should slow down the stream, evidently. We're actually doing the Dragon Ball Super versus GC podcast. We're recording right after this.
Which we need to watch this episode and then record.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So when you see us looking tired tomorrow, you know why. Because Mega Maker.
Yeah, totally. Let's see, oh my god, now it's just skipping around for no reason. I love you, Tox. Let's see.
Bob said he liked being doxxed.
Little Nightmares Complete Edition was announced for the Switch.
Okay. I know I've seen that game before and just not even, like, it just sort of hit my head and then it fell off. I was like, oh, that looks like a neat game. I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah, it has a neat style to it.
And it could
like
mechanically be sort of enjoyable as it tells the story, but it's not going to be, like, engaging.
Right, it seems like it's very much focused on the story element. I actually have a coworker who's like, this is one of his favorite games ever.
Let me tell you how hype this shit is.
So
You're
I'm
like-
sure that somebody likes it. I'm sure people like it.
Hey, did you watch the whole stream? The whole Nintendo Direct? Okay. Did you see the Little Nightmares Complete Edition? Does it look appealing to you?
I've wanted to play it,
See, everyone seems reticent.
but like,
See?
also random like, oh, you get Pac-Man if you use the Pac-Man.
Yeah, that was like,
What?
the fuck are you doing?
Right, that was something.
And all
that
the
was
people.
weird.
This is a Pac-Man.
Okay, let me see.
Someone must have loved Pac-Man.
Nope.
It's like, we need to do something for
I
Pac-Man.
bet it's
Is
the
that it?
Sinistral theme from Lufia 2.
Okay. All right. Did that last guy ever get? Did you ever get confirmation that that was the right song from Chrono
No,
Trigger?
he didn't say anything.
Okay.
But you know.
Yeah. You got that.
But Chubsterish did throw another 20 Seckles. I'm calling them Seckles from now on because I'm not gonna remember. Swedish krona. In any case,
Shuckles.
yes. He threw his 20 shekses at us and asked for sheks. He said, adding to the shirtless eye candy stream. Bob, I'm worried. I feel like our fan base might give us $1 billion if you just play Seventh Saga for 7 hours straight with no shirt.
Jesus. I don't think I'd ever live that down. They announced they're bringing South Park, Fractured Butthole.
See, Bob can't even say it like without making it obvious what the joke is.
Right?
And yet the Nintendo guy did a pretty good job.
Yeah, he did a really admirable job.
I think so.
But yeah, that sure is a game that came out last year, and I don't think anybody cared that much about, because I heard nothing but kind of disappointment.
Which game?
South Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, like everybody I talked to about it was like, yeah, it was a lot worse than the last game.
I still wonder if that's the case or if they just like, they did the same thing as last time and this time I'm tired.
Right. DLC not included, you can buy separate.
Created by the Coast did a super chat for $5 to say, I have to go to bed now because adult. Because adult sucks. Let me tell
Yeah.
you what's the hot shit. Sleeping 3 hours a night to run a YouTube channel. That way,
They really live a living.
That way, when it finally, by a complete fluke, starts doing almost well enough for you to break even over the long term, your coworker can say, yeah, that always looked fun. I wanted to do that. Seems easy.
Oh man.
Yeah, I can.
Let's see. Then Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. They got a date on it, the 18th. Yay.
18th?
May 18th.
May 18th.
Whoops.
Okay, I thought you said the 18th.
I probably did, just solely.
The 18th.
Yeah, it's coming out like in a couple weeks. But yeah, no, I'm excited. I want to play that game again. They're doing another global test punch for ARMS, so people can try it out again.
Yeah,
Which I think is always a neat idea, do like free weekends, that sort of stuff.
it is.
Seems to do
because, you know, they added more to the game. So
Yeah.
there's more for people to check out.
Hopefully it is just like, here's everything, try it out for them. Because that's the way you have to do that.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be like, oh, well, here's 3 characters.
Here's the
like, who cares?
Here's the pre-launch game. Enjoy it.
Then there was a ton of stuff for Splatoon 2. A ton of stuff. There's some evil
you
spirit
hear-
about Splatoon 2.
I feel like Ricky Tikki Tavi with the fucking snake is in the corner.
They're adding 100+ outfits, new levels, new higher ranks, so you can rank
So
up.
that way you can
beyond-
rank up above S+.
Yes, above S+.
That way you can you can go beyond Super Saiyan.
Callie will show up in Octo Canyon.
Yeah.
If
Callie,
you do
yeah.
something.
Yeah. They made it sound like you're gonna have to like do some sort of completion thing in order to get that set up.
I still haven't played the single player true on that. I feel weird about it. Like I need to
It's
go
almost
back and
like
do
we
it.
should do a Let's Play.
Maybe.
I think that'd be a really great way to do it. Southeast Asia. Oh fuck, these are not named.
Oh no.
That's not it. Oh wait, they are once I click them.
Oh, okay.
Init. Nope. Comwin. Nope. That's what Bob hears. Timeout. Nope. Weird. None of these are named. You fucking spent all your money on a goddamn set of planes you didn't even wait for. Bob, they didn't make a theme for. Oh, hey, Asia.
There's Asia, but is there Southeast Asia under that? Just double check.
I feel like this is.
Okay. All right. And then they also announced the first, all that stuff for Splatoon was free stuff. Like, that's for everybody. And then they, right after that, announced the first paid DLC for Splatoon 2.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and it's $20.
You can already buy it?
Yeah, and
Okay.
you get gear.
Yes,
Already.
right, I
You
remember
get
that.
Octo gear for your head.
So you get a new single player mode called Agent 8, where he plays an Octoling. And it seems to have it.
Whoa.
Might be an Octoling.
You appear to be an Octoling. Oh.
Whoops.
You appear to be an Octoling.
Very different.
Yeah, because
You don't know.
Cosmetic surgery.
I wouldn't know.
Face off.
You're punished, Callie.
When you become, like, you're living in a farm, would you become an octopus? Would you become a tiny little octopus?
She makes a good point.
Probably.
Listen to her over here with her game theories.
Yes, I'm gonna count on.
Don't say those too loud. Game theory will steal this video.
No.
Stop stealing my videos, popular YouTubers.
They showed off a large underground facility and a subway that everything seemed to take place in. With what is it? 80 challenges somewhere in there. And it seems like there's a lot of new story with all the old characters. Like they showed the boasts. Oh my god, Marina and Pearl, as well as the old man from the first Splatoon game. He hasn't been back since then.
I
so
didn't know that guy was from one.
Yeah, he was the guy who did story mode in 1.
Oh, okay, that explains
Right?
that because he just comes off as a weird pervert staring at her walking on a train. The subterranean.
That trailer at the beginning was kind of really bad. Like that walking scene lasted way too long.
One, yeah, kind of. But two, it had a dope aesthetic.
It did.
It was cut and edited pretty well. It just was too much.
Yes, it lasted too long. It's hilarious that they made Pearl and Marina apparently directly mimic 2 rappers that have the exact same hats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kept seeing on Twitter.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
that's pretty great.
Where you get the do-rap,
Yeah, the-
do-rag where it's tied, the bandana where it's tied exactly right there, and then you also get the crown.
Yes.
It was good, and I was like, fuck yes.
And apparently you beat the DLC and you can play as Octoling online. So that's neat.
Yeah, no, that's really good. I'm now more motivated to beat the DLC
Right.
than I was to beat the original
it seems
game.
like the DLC has a more coherent, like, things going on.
Yes.
Which is neat. Like,
It's neat, but it's also kind of sad that the original didn't.
yes, it is.
Yeah.
Like, I'm excited to see what they do with this for single player wise, because I feel like the single player in Splatoon, like 1 and 2, is kind of not enough to pull me through, whereas the new adjustments here might.
DanMan135B says, does Tosh get her own desk and chair for panning the camera for comments?
It would be funny to get her an even smaller desk and just set up the webcam,
That would be very great.
and all you could say the whole stream is Tosh. That'd be great.
So then they like, oh, it's over. Wait, nah, we're kidding. Which I expected after they said that. There were all sorts of rumors about this Mario Odyssey DLC coming out,
Yeah.
and nothing like that showed up.
Which is interesting.
Instead, they started playing another Splatoon trailer. It was like, that's weird. This looks a lot like Splatoon 1. Splatoon 1 music. It looks way too nice.
Yeah, it looks way too nice.
And then it's Smash Bros. And it's like stealth drop.
Yeah. No, it's just
It's
out
great.
of nowhere. Here's your fucking Smash, and it's like, thank you.
And we got zoom-ins on Link and Mario's faces. And Link is the new design from Breath of the Wild. Finally.
is he?
Yeah.
I didn't notice.
Yeah, no,
To be honest, I was like, good, they acknowledge Smash is coming. It's coming this year. I'm happy enough. Staring at this is going to remove joy from later when I get to see them for real.
Right. But I think it's amazing the way they like made him way more ominous than any.
Fucking unbelievably hype.
Right? Like the Splatoon characters just look back and you just see like
They're just like, the fear of God is in their eyes because it blazing across the entire horizon is flames.
oh man, that's really good.
Yeah.
And it's nice to have Splatoon characters in. Like that's like one of Nintendo's best new franchises for sure. Like it'd be crazy if they didn't put Splatoon in it.
Yeah. Now the question is, do you get to play as the Chain Chomp like you do in Mario Tennis?
Right? I mean, Chain Chomp he showed up in Bayonetta 2.
Yeah.
Shows him Mario Tennis. He's got to be in Smash Bros. Everybody can see it. Him and Ridley. It's gonna be Ridley. He uses the Chain Chomp.
Chain chomp.
Just as Zach Sees does, don't forget the ARMS character silhouette.
Which I wouldn't doubt that there's a silhouette of an ARMS character.
that would
if
be
they
great.
didn't put an ARMS character in this, that would be the hugest fuck up of the Switch so far.
Right? Like they have to. Like that's great. I haven't been able to deeply look at the silhouettes. I kind of just like, okay, there's lots of shapes there, and I'm not about to zoom in and try and figure all this out.
Notewise asks the hard-hitting questions, Bob. Are we camp new game or camp port?
I'm gonna say camp halfway.
Where it's all the DS content, all the Wii U content, much more polish, and new character designs and balance.
Yeah, that's probably the safest bet. Like I want
Probably.
to.
There will probably be new levels.
Right.
Like
yeah,
at the point where they're switching the design of Link,
Yes.
I feel like, and this thing's selling like fucking hotcakes, the Switch. There's no way they aren't
feel
just
like
gonna go all out.
Right. I feel like it's going to be enough to feel like a new game.
Because I feel like
Like, I don't-
Sakurai, after the last one, was probably furious that his attention was divided between getting the game to run on 2 different platforms, designing levels for 2 different platforms.
That's awful.
Yeah, and then designing for like 4-player mode and 8-player modes. So, you know. We already brought up Ridley. Give us a
He's definitely real.
Give us a subspace emissary. I'm gonna ask for something else. Give us something better than subspace emissary. That thing is pretty boring. Like it's that same sort of boring that Kirby is, and I've pissed off everyone watching. I feel, but I feel like you can do better. In fact, I enjoyed the adventure mode in Melee more because by and large, like if you remember, here we go. There's got to be. Nope, those are sound effects. I'm gonna.
But yeah, they.
Come on now. I feel like this should be it then. Yeah, there we go. Can you lean into the mic for that, please?
Excuse me.
Remix.
Did someone request this exactly?
No.
Okay.
No, that's me.
I figured we saw it requested for true. Okay.
No, we got through them pretty fast. As it turns out, when your loops are like 3 minutes long, maybe a minute long, maybe 30 seconds long, you loop it like 20 times pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Vox says, are you excited after tonight's Direct for there to be 3 Smash games on Sunday finals at EVO? That would be pretty great.
There's no way they aren't dropping Wii U.
That would be pretty great.
No, there's no way they'd support that. They'd be like, no, get that Wii U thing out of here. Nobody wants that.
Don't say that note-wise. That is not nice.
What'd he say?
That's a Scarlet says, I've got to just break down and download every SPC ever. Yeah, that's where we're at. If you go get the Smoke Monster pack for the SNES, which is not easy now, because he realized he could be sued into oblivion for packing up every ROM from every region, making it available. It does have just a giant folder of SPCs. But, let's see. A better Harvest Moon would be good. Yeah, Harvest Moon would be a great character for Smash.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Because that series became such a mess of, like, who owns the rights? Which one's really Harvest Moon? Which one's the fake Harvest Moon made by Natsume?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Which one's the fake one made by Natsume, and which one's the fake one made by the original creators?
Yes.
That's how I felt by the end of that saga.
Yeah, no, they...
Innocent Life is the name of the cyborg one, right?
Yes.
Okay. By the end of it, I felt better about that than I did the later things, which is fucked.
Yeah, I feel like all the DS ones and 3DS ones, they just could
Something
they had
happened.
something wrong with them.
Yeah.
Like either they don't run right or they just don't feel right in general. I really want to get into the Rune Factory more than any of those, honestly. But
I mean, you know what's a really good format for just getting into a game like that? Not a Let's Play, but a live stream.
okay.
Yeah, I feel like a Let's Play's perfect for just like Splatoon story mode, because I feel like I'm not even gonna go through it unless we do it that way.
Right.
But whose account will we go through it on?
Oh no, it's not 2-player.
Yeah, I know, that sucks.
Yeah, right.
We probably also would have gone through it if it was 2-player. By the way, guys, we have a 2 HDMI capture card. It was really as a solution so we could use a good capture card on the camera, but it gives us
one that's not breaking.
Right. Actively not working. Piece of shit.
But I'm really hyped for them finally moving away from that Twilight Princess design for Zelda.
But real quick,
I'm
before
so
we
tired of
go back to what Bob's talking about here, which is important, that means we can do like 2 games at once. So that opens us up for a lot of things.
Yeah.
Especially like online co-op stuff. And not me racing Bob in a retro game, because I've been struggling to think of one Bob would win at. And it's just not fun to be like, hey Bob, I'm gonna race you at Mega Man X2.
Right, there's no point.
Ha ha ha, you're so bad at this. Ha ha ha, look at this real cartridge I'm using.
Whatever, I play at 1.5 speed.
Bob's playing a CSNES somehow. I didn't notice. Doom Guy in Smash 4. Or Smash 5. Doom Guy 4 Smash 5.
Oh man.
I mean, Doom Slayer would be fucking...
That would be hilarious.
It would be the only way Nintendo could ratchet it up from Cloud and Bayonetta. Just like, this really doesn't make sense.
I really hope that Cloud, Bayonetta, and Mega Man can all come back. Like,
you know what?
Like, Mega Man especially. I feel like he really needs to be there.
I bet they will.
Yeah,
I bet they will. I think it went well the first time. They got Amiibo out it. They got, like, the DLC. I'm sure it worked out for every party involved.
Right,
honestly.
and I'm sure that they still want, like, they still want to hype Bayonetta for Bayonetta 3. They still want to hype Cloud for Final Fantasy VII Remake. There's still...
Mega Man 11's happening.
Yeah, Mega Man 11's this year, too. Like, there's no way that those 3 aren't...
It's a great fucking year.
Yeah, jeez.
I get to play Undertale and Dark Souls on the Switch.
We need Miriam.
Miriam.
From Bloodstained.
Wow. Not from Courage the Cowardly Dog. I'm like... They had Snake and Brawl so they could have Doom Guy in 5. As I said, it's the only way to just ratchet it up from... Fuck it, Goku's in. But just barely!
Just barely not
just
there.
a little bit underneath that, you know? Hey Bob, what song do you want to hear? Puyo Puyo, okay.
I didn't say that, but sure, why
I
not?
feel like you did.
Are you sure you didn't see that? Oh man, it's not here.
Oh no.
I guess I'll just have to play Puyo. Oh man, Radical Dreamers? They have like...
LP Finale says that the Courage Calorie Dog character is Muriel. Dan, not Miriam.
It was a typo. You just heard a typo. I hit the wrong keystroke in my brain. You notice this channel is just people roasting me for not remembering the names of things?
Matters says Dan's not reading the chat.
Right now, no. I'm trying to fucking switch to the fucking song.
Right?
Oh,
man,
Luigi apparently paid for a song and I didn't notice?
Oh no. Dan.
I feel like I saw all the super chats. Unless it just didn't surface on my machine at all. Oh, shit. I don't know how I skipped that. That was the one I was most excited for. Sorry about that, Luigi. Like, no shit. That was the one I was most hyped for. Even though I like most of the songs on here. Maybe not that Aerobus song.
That was just weirdly racist.
Yeah. Let's see.
Who submitted that one?
Fuck. Bob, look.
Yeah.
Hey, Dan, remember a name. Fuck you.
I was just checking it was Vox.
No, actually it wasn't. She wanted Tokyo, which is the theme of Waifu Air.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
God damn it. Why? Why are these not named after their names on the internet? Also, I seem to be missing a few.
What are they looking for?
Oh, they wanted, wanted Gino's Woods.
Oh, yeah.
Which, you know, the name as it is known as online is in the chat. And I'm not seeing it here, and I'm pretty pissed. Because I could have sworn we listened to it already.
Yeah, I saw a Gino song on there, but it wasn't probably.
Yeah, it's just Gino Transform. Yeah.
Wait, Forest Maze. Pretty sure that's it.
I like how this is. You guys can't see it, but there were 30 entries before this. There were already 2 subsections of that first set, and now this set, which is named entirely differently. But hey, we found it.
Yeah, there it is.
That's what's important.
Right.
Nothing says I'm a brilliant fucking live streamer like playing Beware the Forest Mushrooms. Isn't Gino's Wood the Forest Maze? There it is. Yeah, I just...
Yeah.
Just as I apparently noticed that I was playing Groundman's theme from Rockman and Forte for a bit there. A little bit. Man.
Smash. Man.
Smash? Yeah, let's talk about the redesign, Bob.
Yeah.
Because we didn't really get into that because I had other things I needed to say and do, and let's just talk all about how much you hate
I really
Twilight Princess.
I'm tired of the Twilight Princess design. I really am. So I'm hyped. I hope we get the Twilight or a new design for Zelda as well. I don't know if they'll change the as Dan passes out. You know,
I'm not gonna lie, this is really good.
I'd also really like input from Hyrule Warriors. That was
this chair makes a good argument for putting TVs on ceilings. Input from Hyrule Warriors?
yeah.
But she was in the 3DS one, right?
I mean, input's in like every Zelda. So
Right. No, I'm saying.
oh yeah,
You said from Hyrule Warriors. I'm like, but she was in previous versions.
yeah, but she was
In the silhouette in Smash?
No, I'm saying that'd be great if she was in Smash.
Oh, I thought you said I really liked Blank, and I was like, was she in that? I didn't. No one's mentioned it. I guess you're the only one who gives a fuck.
Yeah, no, that most of those were in. Really
That would
hard
be
to
pretty
decide,
hype.
right?
Linkle.
We need more
We
Zelda
need an alt
characters.
outfit for Linkle.
But Linkle,
I remember Linkle.
Linkle doesn't use these same weapons as Link. It'd be weird.
In Smash, whatever. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. Why not?
Look. Who gives a shit?
Basically. I mean, they I'm surprised they haven't made a Linkle spin-off where it's just crossbow training, but it was Linkle. I mean, they made crossbow training already. Why not?
Just as XC says, you dare to confuse the Mighty King for Groundman. The theme I was playing is labeled Groundman. That was Groundman's theme. I've used it in countless videos. I don't know what else to tell you. Dan's main for Smash 5 would be the seal from that one game. Yes! And it would make that sound too.
course.
It'd be good. Remember the seal game? Tosh. Remember the seal game?
Yeah.
With the little seal? So good. Assist trophy. You just pick it up and then it just hops around headbutting things.
Now the real question. Is Chibi Robo on Fire going to be a playable character?
Just as Xy's having that Matrix moment where Keanu's like, no. No, you're wrong.
Your technology lies to you? Yeah, okay. Oh, man.
So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Talking about Smash.
Anything else you wanted to say about Smash?
Let's talk about the Direct overall instead of just Smash specifically, because let me be perfectly fucking honest, Smash is the most important thing. Splatoon 2 came close.
Right. I was really excited for all that, like that Mario Tennis stuff actually seemed cool. Like
Yes, I'm buying it.
Right.
So I'm glad it looks like a good game.
They're not just buying it
Because otherwise I'm a fucking inexcusably huge asshole. I'm really excited for the story mode on that. Mechanics, them diving into it made me really, really excited for the game. Like, I'm confident that that's gonna be, like, the best sports game they've ever turned out.
Yeah, probably.
Which, my previous pick is Mario Golf on the Game Boy Color, which is an excellent game. It too has a story mode. So does Mario Tennis on the Game Boy Advance, I believe it was, but just that... It sunshines at the beginning of it. Yeah, remember we were playing it. It's like 20 fucking minutes straight. I give you so Ice Climber for the Switch. How hyped are you guys? I missed Ice Climbers. They're good. I may not play them a lot. I do play them. But man, nothing pisses me off like we couldn't have Ice Climbers because the fucking 3DS. Like, wow. Shit. So do you think Chibi Robo's gonna be in Smash 5? Because that'd be great.
I just asked you that.
What? I'm sorry. Look, I'm keeping up with a lot. I got a lot going on. People are like, hey, Dan, you have autism for remembering names. And I'm like, that's mean. Also, where's the song? Also, they said I missed Super Chat. And then I got you here. He's asking me the hard questions like Chibi Robo.
Right, Chibi Robo on Fire. It's important.
I don't think he's going to be on fire.
What else could he even do?
There's a shortage. He's like dying.
No, that'd be his main attack. He's just like, ah!
He just glows with fire.
Yes, it'd be great. He's Vegeta after all.
Yeah. Yeah. What did they announce game-wise? Yeah, what else new?
It was really just Smash, I feel.
Like, diving down on mechanics.
Yeah, and then,
they announced the Splatoon DLC.
They did announce that they're porting Captain Toad in Luigi Mansion.
Bob, that's not a port, it's a remake. It's just a demake.
Right.
Because it looks way worse.
Excuse me. Jeez.
They're insisting the song I played was not Groundman. Sorry, everyone, we have to listen to Groundman's theme again.
Yeah, everything else was like port stuff and actually seeing the Travis touchdown game.
That is the song I played.
Is that Groundman?
I'll let you look at the screen. Bob's like, those letters could mean anything. Just ask me.
So yeah, it was a lot of just diving in, getting more info about stuff, and then they just had that crazy surprise about at the end. And they announced Dillon and WarioWare, and WarioWare I'm legit hyped for. Like,
I'd be so hyped if it was just on the Switch.
Yeah,
but it also wouldn't be able to do quite as much.
Right, it wouldn't have those 300 games.
Yeah. Bob, this is how much our fans care for you. Two of them said Gesundheit.
Oh, thank you.
Aparishimasu, or whatever that is in German. Stuff is saying it sounds weird, like it is a different sound font. This is like, maybe you're used to the Game Boy Advance version. I don't know, man.
Oh yeah, that did happen.
Yeah, no, that version sounds like fucking dog shit. Like, this version sounds weird, period. But that version sounds like dog shit. But I don't know. I thought it was a really great Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, I think they did a good job.
The worst parts were the fact that anything was on the 3DS.
Yes. That really dragged down the start of it and kept coming up at random points to be like, hey, we're also porting this to the 3DS.
Oh, okay. Justice Zach has been saying this whole time because I played... Allegedly. I don't remember doing it. I played Kingman's theme for a fucking second. Or King's theme for a fucking second on my way to Ground Man. Oh my god, Gustavo didn't know the sound was that different on the Game Boy Advance and the SNES. Yeah, no. That's how it's supposed to sound. The Game Boy Advance sounds like dog shit. Which is why I'm like, man, I wish those Castlevania games on the Game Boy Advance came out on the SNES. They'd probably sound pretty nice. I don't know. Bob, what's the single best announcement other than Smash?
Other than Smash.
Other than Smash.
Oh my god. It probably, well, I mean, just finding out more about tennis isn't really an announcement, I guess. But I guess they announced all these features for it.
Yeah, they announced the mechanics.
So that's probably what I like the most. The Splatoon stuff is also really exciting, but I don't play Splatoon nearly as much as I want to.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'd be really inspired to beat that DLC.
Yeah,
because as we both just said, it's structured in a way that's way more interesting than the story mode that is in Splatoon 2 by default.
Yes, definitely.
You're trapped underground. It's a weird test facility. You don't know who you are. Whereas
there's lots of weird references to rap artists.
Yeah. Rap is an art, so they can't be rap artists. Hashtag shit
hot
takes. Yeah, it's hot shit.
I think the worst part of it was Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story 2019. It's like,
yeah, it's fucking insane,
right? You're porting a DS game to the 3DS. What?
In 2019.
Ooh.
I just
luckily I got that out of the way early.
It's just
then Okami was the associated tweets from Kamiya.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I don't know. I'm pretty torn. I wish they announced something new for ARMS.
Yeah, it was weird that we didn't see. Like, I thought that was a new character, and I realized no. Well,
I just missed out on a character.
Right, I just missed
Same.
it.
I did the same thing.
It'd be really cool if they had some sort of new mode for ARMS, where there was this sort of single-player experience, where you, I don't know, experience something in some sort of mode that had a story to it. I know, seems insane. Just a thought, just throwing it out there.
Hey Danny, is this the song you were looking for?
Top Gear? Alright. I really hope that Travis Strikes Again does
Between
well.
our actual height difference for the waist up and this chair, and the way you're sitting, I'm just looking Norman.
Yes.
This episode was brought to you by Cheetos. This is pretty hype.
But yeah, I'm hoping that we get No More Heroes 3 at some point. I wonder if they ever got the original voice actor for Travis back for this.
Yeah, I didn't hear him say anything.
Yeah, I don't think he did say anything in this trailer. I was trying to keep an eye out for it.
I wish I knew whether or not that game was downloadable.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
it's pretty important.
That.
I think that's pretty important. This is a fucking hype-ass song,
right?
It's just going for it. Danny Richardson says, fuck, I love this song. Yeah, I'm feeling better about the Switch this year. I still need something else.
Need something else?
Yeah, because they're like, here's Smash.
Not just Smash.
Here's an amazing tennis game in Smash. Because let's be real, I'm an idiot. I probably would have bought the Switch just for Smash.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a moron.
Right?
Portable Smash is a really appealing concept, even though I work 8 minutes from here. I could drive here on a lunch break and play it.
Man.
You envy that, don't you?
Yes, that. Man. Working like 35 minutes away is not great.
No, that was terrible. I mean, I've worked 55 minutes away from my house.
Right.
To be honest, the drive was like, oh, cool. I get to relax at all ever.
Yeah.
But aside from that, just sheer amount of time it's taking out of your life, that sucks. Just a little bit. You love Yoshi's Island, right?
No. I'm not even gonna pretend to hear.
There's no joke here.
There's
anymore?
no joke.
You just one hit KO'd it.
Just
okay,
like no.
Well, I'm not even gonna play it ironically. Then. I see how it is. It's fine. Here, Star Ocean has to have some good music, right?
Probably.
That doesn't sound like it. Yeah, this sounds all right. Sounds like Star Ocean. 2. The greatest Smash 5 related announcement would be Bayonetta has been removed. Or we did to Bayonetta what we did to Meta Knight. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll have to nerf her.
That would be so depressing.
I wonder what they're gonna give us, because they have to have some other cards they're holding for E3. Yeah, no, that's awful.
It's an ambitious choice of instruments.
But yeah, I think they have to be holding something close to their chest for E3. I feel like it'd be crazy if they weren't. I'm not sure what it would be though.
They have to announce something for next year or the very end of this year at E3. They have to.
Right.
Because
when is Metroid coming out? Is that supposed to be this year or next year?
I heard that crawled into 2019.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's what Metroid do, after all, you know?
Yeah. There is...
I had a request...
Bayonetta 3, of course.
I had a request to play King's theme intentionally. Okay, that's a King Castle intro. Here's King Castle. Yeah, I did play that for like a second. I don't know, whatever. There. Pokemon E3, I bet. Yeah, I feel like we're getting there.
Yeah, there's always a chance.
For one, Ultra Sun and Moon was phoned in as shit.
Yeah, jeez. So hopefully, if that's their thing for this year, their other thing, like if Pokemon,
then legit second year in a row, best year in gaming.
Right.
It's sad that gaming got to a point where it's like, you came out with a great Mario game and a great Zelda game. This is the best year in gaming ever. You came out with a great Smash game and an absolutely mind-blowing Pokemon game. This is also the best year in gaming. Like, I think it says a lot about developers that aren't Nintendo. Because I feel like all the output outside of Nintendo is pretty bad as of late. I don't know. I guess there's like the third parties on Sony's. You know, when you're talking about like Nier Automata came out last year, Persona 5 came out last year.
Yeah.
But people aren't sure that Persona 5 is better than 4.
It's true.
A lot of people
but it's
are
still
like,
super good.
It is. But Mario Odyssey is better than every Mario.
Nobody's
crazy.
saying it isn't. Well, I guess a few people are, but whatever.
Are you talking about the ghost of Hot Takes Past?
Yes.
And how he visited us drunkenly on New Year's Eve as a harbinger of shit opinions?
What other? But yeah, I mean, and then this year has crazy good stuff from other people, like Bloodstain's supposed to come out.
Yeah, Bloodstain's gonna be incredible.
When I played a Monster Hunter was really good.
Holy shit. Gustavo says, I bought Ultra Moon at launch, still haven't finished it. My god, I can't. I just can't. It's so boring, especially after playing Vanilla Moon. Yeah, that's what I figured.
Right, that's the worst part.
So like my whole problem, right, was how do I just buy Ultra Moon? Because I never even beat Vanilla Moon. I got like
you didn't get that far in.
4 out of 16 things, 5 out of 16. And I just sort of like fell off because I had other stuff. And it just didn't hook me the same way that a lot of them have.
Right.
So I'm still gonna have to say Black and White version 2 is the best Pokemon game ever by a sizable margin. But I see someone, Spaceman Spiff, saying Sunshine is better than Odyssey.
He's just like doing that big maturity, and we all know
banned. You know, we often use the put user in timeout thing as either a joke or somewhat legitimate, and it's up to you to figure out which one it was. But But someone was actually hurt by that once. They were like, I was really upset when you did that. I'm like, it was a gag.
Right?
So I have to be careful now. I have to restrain myself.
Right.
YouTubers aren't good at restraining themselves. They see a mic and they hear an audience. They're like, nah. They start bursting into flames like they're Chibi Robo. It's true though. You could just, and it's just normal. You just stick anyone in a gamer chair. Oh no, that's what's doing. I feel so heated because of this. No joke though. There's this back pillow for the lumbar support.
Is it
kind of like, yeah, it insulates a bit too well. So like, I got kind of hot in this, and I was like, I wonder if I'm eventually gonna remove that shit just for that.
Right.
What a dumb reason.
I mean, it's a straight.
They should have made the pillow out of steel. I paid enough. Dan could fire the unpaid intern known as myself on a whim for the lulz. I was trying to pay him. He wouldn't let me pay him.
So
S&M was boring. You aren't doing it right. Son of a S&M. I think he redeemed himself with that joke. Okay, so we got an anime podcast to record.
Yes, we gotta get going.
What sort of channel are we running here? We gotta. But yeah, that is a legit ass episode of Dragon Ball FighterZ, the weekly beating. I hope you guys enjoy that. Let us know if you want to see more stuff like this in the future because we have a desk now.
Right? It's right here. It looks great.
Our aesthetic is appealing.
I feel like we can't just yell that and expect it to be true, but here we are.
Okay, so all together now. Our aesthetic is appealing. There we go. Now it's true. You know, we often talk about ironic set design.
Uh-huh.
What was it? We were talking about, like, you know how gamers do the fucking filming themselves in front of their games. We were talking about filming ourselves in front of a giant sign that said a shitload of games. Or just games.
Right.
Having a shelf full of, like, cardboard boxes like this that just had written on them game. Like, all the time. But as it turns out, it takes a lot of time to do that.
Right.
And we barely have enough time to keep up with our own ambition. So, we're gonna go. You all have a great one. Thank you all for stopping by. And every time I try to click this thing, it's like, do you want to ban them? And I'm like, no, I just want to scroll down.
He wants to ban all of you.
It's not true. I mean, not right now. I figure if I give it enough time, I probably do want to ban all of you. I mean, just as Zag made that one, like, what was it? Pork Dan? Bacon Dan? God. That was disgusting.
Yeah, no.
That was literally like, oh my God.
You gotta have to stop.
I muted him for 4 months on Twitter because of that. Okay, have a good night, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Bob, remember, yet again, Bob has a giant gamer chair behind him, too. You just can't see it.
Yeah, I mean...
His beautiful hair is kind of covering it. Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm a newscaster. Gotta do that.
You gotta do it with a cup noodle, though.